Yeah.
Hello, everyone. Hopefully, this is coming to you loud and clear. Welcome back to Raging Rolls for 2024. Who's excited to get back into some D&D? I know I am.
Oh yeah, another year.
Hell yeah.
Woohoo! We've had our long rests for a few and ready to get back into it. To get ourselves warmed up into the season of D&D, the year of D&D, we're going to be playing Prisoner 13 as a potentially two-part one-shot. Still set in the world of Icewind Dale, up in the frozen north. But rather than giving everything away, let's dive right in. No fancy intros and stuff like that for this session. We're just going to jump straight into it. We zoom in on the town of Luskan, a harbourside, smallish city up north, just south of the spine of the world. Inside a small but bustling tavern near the Dragon Beach harbour, inside the tavern called the Cutlass. People come and go and sit around chatting and drinking. The clientele is fairly rough looking. Some are missing teeth, some are missing legs and limbs. And amongst one particular table, we find a misfit group of adventurers sitting before us tonight. Please introduce your characters and who we're looking at. I'm going to start with whoever I see on my screen, with Taz.
So before you see a person, a humanoid, in a cloak with a cowl drawn down and a mask across the face. And it is embroidered with some sigils of no language that you'd be particularly familiar with, but it also has a spider web sort of coming across the face. They, I guess, more so, are the handy person, the rogue, a little bit of a smooth talker, a bit sly. We'll see how it all works out.
And who's to your left, Taz?
This guy, he's very pretty. He'll make a pretty suit of armor for someone if he dies.
Grim.
Chirpa.
Well, howdy everyone. My name's Chirper. I am talking to you now telepathically because I cannot speak with my face hole. And, mandibles, and although I move my antennas around, no one else knows what that means unless they're a three queen like myself. I look like a giant mantis. I'm horrific. Strangely pretty with uncertain light and reflects quite well.
It is your eyeball.
Is the complex eyeballs that have like all of the eyes in the one eye, but then you know what I mean. But anyway, I do a bit of studying. Like I got a book out all the time. I'm writing in there some spells and generally keep to myself. But
That's because everyone keeps away from you.
well, all the better.
And you notice now that, and I notice now that a number of the patrons sitting around the place are actually giving your table a fairly wide berth. But you are a very recognizable group of people. Who is it sitting to your left, Chirpa?
I don't even know who else is at the table.
This
I'll go this guy in my top right. That is played by Mr. Dan.
Oh, yes. I'm Anya. Hi. How's it going? I'm a half elf with bright red hair, pretty long. I got blue eyes, and I'm a cleric. You see, she's got nail polish that's like half chipped and stuff because she's continuously picking at it because she can't stop fidgeting. And she's kind of looking like she's already cased the place and realized there's nothing of worth stealing in the bar yet.
And who is it sitting to your left, Anya?
Oh, this is my little buddy. He's Urak.
Hey,
Urak,
look,
say hi to the
I might be
nice
short on the table, and people don't notice me much, but I'm still here. You see a friendly little kobold. Stands quite short, only 2.5 feet. He's standing on top of the highest tool he could find in the entire bar, just to see over the table. And he's still quite short. So you see he's wearing like a nice green cloak that seems to cover most of him. He's bright green goggles on top of his head that he only seems to wear, obviously not inside, but mostly during the day. Friendly druid. Ready to cast some stuff.
Now, the four of you enjoying some quiet and downtime up in the Cutlass here are actually playing a game. Playing a game of Aces. Now, you've got 2 die in front of you. You have a D10, sorry, a D20 and another D20. 2 D20s, my bad. You also have a third D20. So here's how this is going to work. You can roll a D20 and then place a bet. You're betting against everybody else, against your own hand and the pot, if your next roll is going to be higher or lower than the previous one. Into the pot. Then with your third one, you're betting again whether that third roll is going to be inside of those other 2 numbers. So keep a track of what you're betting. Whatever you bet, as long as the pot has it, you can take it back out.
Alright, I'll go
Okay.
first. I'm keen, I'll go first.
So you've got to ante up. So it's a goal to ante up to make sure there's...
Okay, so I rolled a 3, yeah?
Okay.
Gotta get
Alright,
past me.
I'll place down 5 gold to say I'm going to roll higher on my next roll.
Yep, okay. As long as everyone's put a gold in, you can only bet what is in the pot.
Well, there's 5 in there at the moment. It's up to other people if they want to roll more.
So we roll our own dice.
Roll your own dice.
Right. Okay. All right. Well, I'll put in. Was it 5 gold?
I put in 5 gold, yeah.
Yep.
After you
Wait,
put whatever you want.
Do I have to meet it?
You don't have to meet it. You can put in whatever you want, but you can't bet more than what is in the pot.
Oh, of course. All right. I'll bet 1 gold.
Okay, so you roll your first one for free. Then you have a bet whether your next one is going to be higher or lower than that. You've got to call it.
Higher.
All right.
I can't see, but you know.
And yeah. So I'll
bet your gold.
I'll bet my gold,
And you-
and I'm going to roll lower than 17.
Okay.
Damn, so close.
Okay, so basically it means you're 1 gold up and the kitty is 1 gold less. Okay. Next to you, on your right, I think was Taz. Whoever else wants to go next. Taz can go next, or Nick, whoever. Sorry, Urak.
I usually prefer guaranteed gold, but I can always take it back later, I suppose. Alright. Roll. I rolled a natural 20.
Okay.
Lie.
I'm going to bet. What? Is it 4 or 6?
4 is in the middle right now.
4 gold. Okay, I will bet 4 gold that I will roll less than this. Roll a second 20. I'm going to piss
Easy
off.
money. Come on, natural 20.
15. 4 gold for me, I suppose, then.
Mm-hmm. So you've cleaned out. Anya.
Nice.
I'm gonna go with
Natural one.
definitely get higher. I'll just go 2 gold because I didn't call it.
Easy peasy.
Just got higher,
Remember your
yeah.
previous rolls, obviously in the chat.
And now we have to get in the middle, do we?
Yeah. So everyone
increase
antes up.
that.
Everyone antes up again. So put another gold in, so there's some in the middle if you want to stay in the game.
I'll put some gold in, and I'll do my roll to say I'm going to be in the middle of the two numbers that I rolled.
How much are you betting to stay in the middle?
Is it in or out? Is that the
One.
choice?
It's only in. You can't
Only
bet
in.
out. Yep.
Yeah, and I will put in another 1 gold piece.
I will not.
I'll go no 2 gold.
Okay. Have a roll, Anya.
Damn it.
Nailed it.
Hey, I did. That's a 15, so I rolled in between a 3 and a 17.
Urak has
So lucky.
lost his money.
This is rigged. I just can't see the dice.
Would Sherpa and Taz like to increase their winnings?
I only have a spread of 5, so no.
Yeah, I'd like to be in. I'll
Okay.
be in for another gold, or is it? Yes. I have to roll between
5 and 17.
5 and 17.
Just makes it.
The 7.
While you're all sitting around and having a bit of a laugh and betting with each other, this fairly strong-looking dwarf comes over to you. They are fairly pale in skin with long braided hair and beard that are almost black with streaks of grey. And he wears a loose, comfortable robe over a steel breastplate. He walks over to you and says, "Greetings. We have... I understand that you are the Victoria's Secret. Is this true?"
Hey man, that's a secret. Can't tell you that.
Your reputation precedes you, and you are fairly unmistakable as a group.
Is it the bug person? It's the bug person, isn't it?
Well, it ain't
It's-
me.
well-
No one ever sees me.
Who said that?
See?
It certainly contributes to that. There was a particular deed that you carried out just recently. What was that? Can you tell me about that most recent activity you took out, that contract you took out? It's right on the tip of my tongue.
I don't like to kiss and tell, but like I know Taz does, so Taz, take it away.
Excuse me.
Reckon he's talking about that time we stole that king's underwear and stuff?
I mean, we went.
It was certainly
there for the underwear,
iconic.
but we weren't exactly there for the underwear, but it kind of just worked out that way. I mean, some people pay weird things for like.
Man, he was paying a lot. So.
Well, I really need some help with something I have, and I can think of no one better than you four to help me with this situation. Are you willing to hear me out?
I'm listening.
Well, listening is free for the most part.
Well,
I never
Thank
said
you.
anything about being free.
Oh, definitely not free. No, no.
Listening
Well,
prize coin.
I understand completely. Do you mind if I sit down? This is a bit of a tale.
Sure.
Thank you. Thank you for hearing me out. Look, my name is Varen Axebreaker, and I do have a proposition for you. My clan has located wealth that was stolen from us many years ago, but it's sealed in a vault that, unfortunately, it's magically locked. If you can recover the key, whatever it is, you'll gain the undying gratitude of Clan Axebreaker, and I'll cut you in for a percentage of the recovered treasure.
You're it already. You're a rack.
You say a magic magic vault or something?
Yes, the door is just locked with some unknown magic we cannot break through. But the catch
The
is,
one that I heard of once that was filled with tentacles.
I certainly hope not. We haven't encountered any tentacles
That
just yet.
I think that was a hentai room, not a vault.
What?
Definitely ups the price if it is such a vault.
Well, look,
Specialty skills.
the thing is, I know how to get to the person that knows how to open this vault. You see, this person who
right.
knows how to open this vault is rotting away in the prison of Revels End. She's previously proved uncooperative with my people in the past, but I've recently discovered the vault where she hid what she stole from us. And I need you to question her and learn how to open that vault. And how you do that is up to you. If you need to spring her from the prison in exchange for this information, please do so. I can provide you with a way in, as well as the details of Revels End, and maybe a few useful tricks if you're happy to help me out.
So you want us to break into a prison
Well, breaking in is not the problem. It's getting out.
and getting back out? Yeah.
Well, I only need the key, right? I don't care what happens to this person who stole all our wealth from us.
So she'll tell us the location of these the key. Is that right?
She knows either what the key is or where it is.
Okay. Well, a prison break seems pretty tricky. Would probably be faster if we had something that was a bit more immediate that we could offer her in exchange for that information. I know she'd still be rotting in a cell, but getting her out of there is pretty difficult.
Well, let me show you the details of what we're looking at first. Sorry, yes, question.
So out of character, do we know much about that particular prison, like for background details, like how difficult it would be to break someone out of there?
Probably not. I mean, you know of it, but you've never really bothered trying to get
It's
in or out of
cold.
it.
Definitely cold.
I mean, everyone's cold.
My character can speak telepathically to...
Oh, me too.
Yes, I know, but I don't have the mandible kind of thing. What do you say that we take him up on his offer, but then, it sounds like this person might be more useful, like the other side, the prisoner might be more useful than this fellow, because I would prefer not to have a cut of things returned to a clan of people.
I mean, when we could definitely use it. Speaking telepath, we can respond telepathically, can't we?
Not to me. If I were the way.
No, you can't respond to me.
Okay.
You just hear all my thoughts.
Okay.
Not if you agree.
Don't go for the podcast. Not if you agree. Cool. Continue on.
One more clarifying point was that so this prisoner she originally stole from you.
That's right. She used to actually work for us. She was a trusted agent of Clan Axebreaker. But she got overly confident, betrayed the clan, and stole our fortune.
So if we disclose to her who got us to do this, would she be really against it? Or would she be happy to help?
I'm not sure. From everything that I've learned from her, she's a person of opportunity. If you're willing to help, I have something which could help you on your adventure. And he pulls out.
It's
Well, I'm more towels than ears.
can I just quick is this guy like what vibe is he giving off? Is he like he's gonna like stab us in the back the first chance he gets? Because I've worked a couple of like jobs before and I don't want to
Make an insight check.
I trust him. He's short like me. I said that out loud too.
that 24 insight.
Judging by his appearance and his kind of like eagerness and that he knew you guys by reputation, he seems fairly genuine to you. Right? You get the read that everything he's saying to you is honest and genuine. And he really just wants his fortune, the wealth for the clan back to better their causes.
So on the Teams call, that is or Zoom call, that is my telepathy. I'll put him on mute and I'll talk to Vince. I think we should keep the the quest giver, leave that out of any kind of information exchange we do with this prisoner, and then perhaps we leave ourselves open to Taz's plan.
For either way.
Anya's still sitting there trying to respond back telepathically and wondering why no one's responding to us.
So,
Am
Baron,
I on
I'm just
mute? Are you
gonna
on mute?
look at her
Who's
really
on mute?
weird. It's like,
Someone's on mute.
I'm just gonna look very confused.
yeah, Baron's sitting there just like looking at you all, like giving each other looks, and like, why can't you hear me? Oh yeah, that makes sense. He's like, what the hell is going on?
It's like knowing nods.
Right. Okay. Yes. Sure. Yeah. We'll take you up on the offer.
Oh,
What will you drink? That was what we wanted to do. Yes, everyone. We're doing
Yeah.
this. Yeah.
Yes, but I want a drink for every person here.
I heard that Bremen's pretty lovely this time. Are you sure you don't want to go to Bremen?
I've never been north of the spine of the world.
I was talking to them.
Oh, good.
Wait, which side of the spine are we on? Are we on the Icewind Dale side
No, you're on the southern side.
or on the
It's
southern side? So we're going to the cold place.
Going to the cold place. So Baron then retrieves this faceted sapphire the size of a small orange and places it on the table in the middle of you. He waves his hand over the gem and a glowing blue image of a building floor plan appears in front of you in the air. He leans forward gently and taps the gem, and the image vanishes. The sapphire splits into sections, into quarters, and he passes each quarter to one of you. The fragment you hold then grows warm in your hand, then melts and vanishes, leaving a warm, tingling sensation behind. This is the map. This is the map of Revels End. Think about it, and you'll be able to see it, and no one else will be able to see it, just you. And when you kind of do as he says, as he's describing it, this is what you'll see.
It's not working. Oh, there we go.
No, you're gonna hit your head a little hard. Hit it on the table, Lurak. It should.
Like
I mean-
the Google Cloud crystal.
Yeah.
This is really handy.
Okay.
Can you guys see that now?
Assuming
Might have shown it
because it's
twice.
marked, we're looking for prisoner 13.
Yes, that's right. This is Prisoner 13 is the one that has knowledge of the key of how to get into our vault. Wherever they have hidden our wealth.
That's convenient. They're running the center of the bloody prison.
Yep. And then to get out, we have to go back through the barracks. Or actually, I did hear. How much do we know about Revels End? Or was that already asked? And I totally zoned out.
It was kind of, yes. You know of it, but you don't really know the details of it. If you have a specific question, I can help.
Is there a judge named Jonathan who's an Aarakocra? Because that might fit into a plan that I saw in a movie one time.
What's
He
the
thinks
movie?
about it. He thinks Baron thinks about it for a second. He's like, I know that there's representatives of the Lord's Alliance that sit on the council there. They rotate every now and then. I'm not sure who's up there now.
Okay.
I like Jonathan's up there.
But what you can see on this map is a
Oh,
number of security areas, security features, all the doors and hatches, I know for a fact, are highly secured and locked. I also know from what we've been able to uncover that the armory has a particular dangerous guardian. I'm not sure exactly what it is or how it comes to be or what it does. Is it a trap? Is it a thing? I'm not sure. But every time we hear something about it, it comes with a warning.
Check the armory.
in terms of getting yourselves back out of this place, I'll have a small ship standing by, just out of sight from the docks. All you need do is when you're ready to leave, is shine a light from the dock after dark. And I'll have the ship come to the dock to pick you up.
Oh, that
What
seems
kind of
easy
cut
enough.
are we talking in gold pieces of value? Or this looks completely fucked.
This one is, yeah.
The wealth of
Yeah.
Clan Axebreaker.
Half now, half later.
The wealth of Clan Axebreaker is all tied up in this vault. But
That
I
wasn't
assure you,
planned in gold pieces.
if you can secure this key, I'm happy to reward you with 2% of everything that's in that vault.
And what is the what do we like have like a monetary figure of like how much that is, or is it just like, you know, it could be like 100 gold pieces and then we get 2 gold? That's maths, right?
Ma'am, do you think that our entire clan fortune will be this total sum of 2,000 pieces? If my math serves me correctly? No.
We do not know you.
Do we know Clan Axebreaker? Does it make like, are they like lordly people, or?
It's short.
Make a history check.
Oh, with my 0 modifier to intelligence.
I'll do a history check as well.
I have any history.
Where's my history?
Are you friends with dwarves from Lonely Mountain?
That's pretty good.
I got a 23.
Okay. So both of you will know that Clan Axebreaker is a fairly or moderately influential dwarf clan that makes their base in a stronghold called Gauntlegrim, which is sort of partway between Luskan and Neverwinter.
Okay, so
Distance.
at least there's some like actual, you know, there would be money behind the name. They wouldn't be able to be influential without money.
Yeah.
All right, 2% of whatever it is. That's 3%. Or I mean, it is pretty dangerous. Like, we're in there. We're taking all the risk for this.
There's
Don't forget,
A lot of risk.
a lot of risk.
10%.
10%, I couldn't do that. Make a persuasion check, whoever's asking for an increase.
Can I give him guidance?
If you want.
Add a D4, dude.
What's my character?
Okay.
sheet.
Gonna need it. Whole far.
Woohoo!
6.
Yes, Urak, with his persuasion, given he's short, and sometimes his words don't make it over the table.
I mean, I'd be happy. I reckon 5% would be the best. I reckon 5%, guys.
Sorry, what did you say, Taz?
Oh, I was asking if I could assist because his words sometimes don't make it over the table with his meaning, because, you know,
Sure. Yep.
his whole face.
So you
You
can
don't
have
actually see my eyes. I'm just glaring like this.
Would be a 23.
He looks around you all. He's like, the best I could ever do is maybe 3%. 3% of our fortune is a tidy sum, I assure you.
Yes. But you wouldn't be getting it back without a decent investment.
You come with a sturdy reputation, but there are others who we could look to carry out the same job.
Okay, hang on. What about 3%, and you set us up with a clubhouse to make it easier to take on interested parties to hire us with
Well,
future.
I don't think.
If you're successful in this, we can talk about 3%, and then we can look at how we can get you the clubhouse.
Well, how about we go 4, one for each. One for each. Nah, right.
3% is
Wait,
the highest I can go.
Me.
Oh, yeah, yes, you down there.
Do we get a room each in this club?
Well, you know, I was
We'll
going to ask that.
Sure. You can have a room each. That makes perfect
I'm in.
sense.
he doesn't need a big room.
Fantastic.
He's small. So like, if it's a cupboard or something.
I haven't got a clubhouse right now. We'll have to find you one when you get back.
We're really selling ourselves as intelligent people, aren't we? This is great.
I am not an intelligent person.
Look,
I think I'm intelligent.
I think we can work with 3%. I guess maybe we'll see how we go with this prison reconnaissance, and we'll let you know if it's a no-go.
Okay. I can live with that. When you're ready to go, I can help you get into Revels End, disguised as a guard or a cook or one of the staff. Or else you can potentially find your own way there.
I'll pull off a good cook.
Would be a very good cook.
Hey.
End up in a pot.
Potentially
Someone with the steak.
as Chirper as one of their meals.
Ooh.
Well, I'll
Bit
do
crunchy.
be like a roast, and I can disguise myself so I could be, not this monstrosity.
You're not a monstrosity. We've already told you that.
Normally, then.
Just out of curiosity, when Chirper speaks telepathically, does it have to be 1-to-1, or is that like, can everyone hear it?
Multiple creatures within 120 feet.
Okay, gotcha.
But he chooses, I'm assuming.
Okay.
All right.
So,
I'm really excited.
They have to be willing creatures, so someone can ignore me
okay.
if they want.
They can-
La la la.
They can
la.
All right.
If you wanted to take my route of being set up, or my offer of being disguised as guards and cooks, I have a contact you can meet at the docks in the morning. She'll have uniforms for you.
Okay.
When you get to the Dragon Beach Harbor, look for a woman called what's her name? Shit. Bethra. She'll be hard to spot, but I'll send word for her to look out for you.
Okay.
Thank you. I'll find you
Seems
once you're
easy.
finished. Back here in Luskin.
All right. I shake his hands.
He shakes it back, stands up as he does so.
Try to steal a ring off his finger.
Make a sleight of hand check.
Are you a cleric?
Real.
Guidance myself. 12.
He feels something his ring start to slip, and he sort of grabs his hand away and sort of just wiggles his fingers a bit. It's like, oh.
You might need to get it resized.
Yeah.
It looks like it was gonna come off. You
I
might
think
need it
it's
resized.
the cold air up here. My fingers are getting a bit small. Be careful with your own belongings.
Shake my head.
Shake his hand too, but I'll offer my 2 right arms.
He looks at you, confused, doesn't really know what to do. You can make a charisma check if you like to see if how charismatic these 2 right arms
Charisma
can be.
5. Oh, I'm looking forward to this. That's a 14 with -3, so 11.
Yeah. He doesn't know which arm to take. Like, you know that scene from Moana where he's talking to the crab? And he's like, pick an eye, woman. I don't know which one to look at. It's that kind of
Yeah.
situation. He's like, eventually he just sort of grabs your, like, if they got like a such thing as an index finger on your top right hand and just kind of grabs it and wiggles it a little
Oh, that's his dick.
bit. Roll for damage. He looks all like, oh, disgusted. And hurry
It's
back. And turns and heads off out the door. You spend the rest of the evening talking about the situation before finding your way off for the night. Oh, when were you supposed to meet Bertha? First thing in the morning?
In the morning. We should probably talk about the plan at some point before we get there, because otherwise we're fucked.
That would be as this.
You can talk about the plan right here and now if you like.
I feel like
before
it's
you
going to
head
be
off
a
for the night.
long trip up there, so maybe we can talk about it then.
Okay, but are we going to go in disguised as cooks and stuff?
I don't think you can pull off a good cook.
Or like launderers. I don't know.
If we
Wanderers is
can set up a bit of a surveillance of the place, and I see someone who works there, I won't need a disguise.
Wait, you just gonna like wear their skin or something?
I sort of like pull down my mask and look at you, and it's your own face staring back at you, and I put it back up.
Do I see that?
Damn, I look hot.
What type of creatures do you find up north? I
Cold
can always
ones.
just pretend to be like a native that found its way into a prison.
Heard that there was a.
I mean, wait, can you turn into like a mouse or something? And then you could be a surprise mouse.
Surprise!
Yeah, so if anyone comes up at us or anything like that, we throw you at them and you, out of wild shape, kobold at their face.
Surely you'd have to be the same kind of
I think-
size.
He's talking about the
Oh.
druid.
Yeah, I forgot.
I mean, I can disguise myself.
Yeah,
as well,
too.
but it only lasts for an hour, so we've also got to be careful. Don't forget there are some like no magic zones. Was that me that got that part of the blueprints in their head?
That's clearly only the prison cells themselves.
I mean,
Yeah. Yes.
Permanent anti-magic field, but don't say anything about temporary ones.
We'll be right.
Okay,
I
but
think
we're
we
going
just-
to.
Go in there, run like hell. We'll make it.
That's
I
a
mean,
very.
oh,
bad
you
thing.
guys probably
a
won't.
very
But I
bad
probably
thing.
will because I'm really short. They won't see me.
We
Well-
could do explosives, maybe.
Make a distraction or something. Well, because we
Yeah,
also want to
or-
make sure they can.
Set free all of the prisoners.
A prison riot.
Yes, the problem that solves itself.
What do we do if the prisoners turn against us?
Well, we don't actually know what this person
Stabby,
looks like. We just
stabby.
know they're prisoner 13, and we know that they're female. That's all we know. We don't know anything else.
And where their cell is, we do know that.
But that, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Cells change.
What?
Well, who this prisoner 13 looked like and what their name was and any of that.
We
Yeah,
really
that's
should have asked Baron about all of
I
that.
thought
so
we were
many
getting-
questions about the percentages of the cut,
Yeah.
and none about the actual. How are we still alive?
A whole lot of luck.
Sheer luck.
Yes.
All right.
So what's the
So,
plan?
we're going to go in dressed up as other people.
Oh, possibly, but I personally don't care too much about giving this dwarf back his treasure. Rich people with rich things can get more riches elsewhere.
I mean, we can always double cross him, but then we're going to have the bad name of people that you can't hire for jobs because they'll double cross you and take your money.
But if we're wealthy enough, will we really need to work anymore?
That's true. We can always just go down to like Waterdeep or like even maybe in Baldur's Gate or something and just chill there forever.
That sounds like a good plan.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Maybe chill, like so somewhere nice and tropical, and have like margaritas on the beach or something. Pina coladas.
Well, either way, we probably shouldn't mention that old Varen
Yes.
sent us, and we'll just say we heard about the Axebreaker
Yes.
fortune and that she might have a way to get hold of it, and I'm sure she'll be quite amiable to getting out of the prison and perhaps sharing in some of the loot.
Cool.
Given that we retconned this little bit because I jumped forward a bit too fast, if you guys wanted to chase down Varen before he left the tavern, you could.
Yeah. I'll run out after him. And I'm like, wait! You need to come back. You need to put something on your hand where you touched the chirper. You could be pregnant. Come back with us.
What? Oh, he looks at his hand like, what?
Yeah.
Sure.
Trust me, you don't want to give birth. Like bugs coming out the eyes. It's terrifying.
Oh
Come on.
He walks past and grabs any kind of alcohol he can off the bar and starts just dousing his hand in it. What is it?
Right.
Help me.
You're good now. You washed it off. You're good.
Oh.
You're good.
Not easy.
Just don't touch his dick again. Like, you should be fine. All right. We had some questions about this Prisoner 13 person.
Yes.
What's their name? What do they look like? Distinguishing features. That's it.
What's their name? Make a persuasion check.
Guns.
Right in the way, huh?
Oh my. Okay, so that's an 8 plus 3. That's a 11.
Yeah, okay.
Anya has all the confidence, just can't execute.
I have a decent persuasion.
What is your... Oh, your persuasion is plus 4. I'm going to this her being like, we won't be able to find the prisoner effectively if we don't know these details.
Yeah, what if we turn up there and they're on like...
Oh, wow. Sorry, that's an 11.
What if they're on like recreation time? They're all just in the place where they bounce a ball on the wall and play the harmonica, and then we'll have to pick from a whole lot of them.
Well, look, that's fair. She's a dwarf, right? But she's strong. Don't let her stature fool you. She has flaming red hair, which is tied back on one side. It's a strange look, but she owns it. And she's covered almost top to toe in all different variety of tattoos. If you mention... Don't mention her name. It's a surefire way to get found out. She's... Well, when she was with Clown Axebreaker, she was known as Quarter Glinstone. But no one in Revels End uses real names. Every inmate is only known by their number.
Yeah, 13. Cool.
I know because we've tried this before that visitors to the prison can request meetings with inmates. But every time we've tried that, she's held out, and those meetings have always been supervised.
Yeah.
Your best bet to try and get to Prisoner 13, to get to Quarter, is when she's not in her cell. And hopefully when she's out of the sight of the guards, otherwise bound to rouse suspicion.
Very well.
Okay. Can do that. We have a plan, and it's going to go well. And then everyone will know Victoria's secret.
Trust me, my friend, a lot of people already do know Victoria's secrets. You leave a trail of interesting outcomes in your wake.
Thank you.
Was there anything else I can help you with?
No.
No.
I think that's it. Urak mentioned something about a round of drinks, though.
Sure. He gives a nod to the bartender. and tosses another gold over. And then he leans right forward to you all. It's like, I know I can't give you as much as you would probably want. And maybe it warranted based on where you're heading. But as far as I've learned, the warden has a small number of treasures hidden in her room. If that's of interest.
It will be filed under information known.
Anya's eyes have turned into dollar signs.
You're going to get us killed.
Oh,
What's the sleight of
oh,
hand? Out of curiosity, out of character.
what's my sleight of hand? My sleight of hand's only a +2. I'm pretty dexterous. I have no strength though. I have like a minus to my strength
As a cleric.
as a cleric.
Okay, guys, I have really good survival skills. Make it out there.
I'm good at stealth and religion, and deception and persuasion, and investigation apparently. Who the fuck made this sheet? Oh, I did.
So Baron goes to leave and he says, forget, if you want to take the disguises, better will be waiting at the docks in the morning. Good luck.
Awesome.
Heads off.
Secret handshake.
Stop touching me.
All right. So we have a plan. We're gonna just get this guy dressed up and go in there, and we're gonna talk to the prisoner. Gonna get the location. Gonna rob the warden of all the treasure. Not get caught. What if we go in as janitors? Because then we get access to everywhere pretty much. Because everyone's gonna get cleaned.
That is true. You did just rattle off a bunch of like objectives, not how we're gonna do that.
No, that is the plan. We get in there, we talk to the prisoner, we steal the warden's treasure, and then we leave. That is the plan.
It doesn't
That's-
sound
That's the plan.
Right.
Do you get it right?
Plan? Yeah. I support.
I mean, well, we don't know what disguises they have. There could be a couple of different disguises. Like if we have like different positions within the prison, then we can get different information, sort of thing.
You do know that Baron said he had disguises for a guard and a chef.
Only 2
Or a
disguises.
cook.
Garden shit.
Something tells me I won't pull off a guard. But I'll give it a go.
Do we really think that anyone's going to hire you to cook food?
I'm playing the guard.
Well, I was thinking, Urak, you could be under the little thing that gets lifted up. Like that.
Here's your dinner, warden.
Do you have any apples? Please, let's get an apple.
For the,
Yes.
and some oil.
This guy's come mean again. God damn it.
I mean, you could always be the cook. It's Chirper, isn't it?
Yeah.
The character, yeah. Chirper. You could always be the cook because you've got the extra arms, so you'd be very efficient in the kitchen.
Yeah, I just I think my appearance might, if I went in without a disguise, I would probably draw too much attention. I don't know.
Use that.
I can't imagine there's that many like.
All attention goes on him. We just slip around the back.
Well, yeah, if that's part of the plan, then that's fine. I guess I should be able to get out. Shouldn't be too much of an issue. But I just can't imagine there'd be many like insectoids up in the cold area up there. So probably
You'd be like an exotic chef that's been hired for the warden.
Are you cold-blooded? As a
Do you have blood?
I have blood.
Are you like a lizard, or can you function in cold?
I can function in cold. It's just
Okay.
not where I'm from.
As you look
I
out
like
the
it.
window, it's getting a little bit darker. You can see the sun starting to set out across the sea. Was there anything you'd like to do in Luskin before you bed down for the night?
Definitely
Oh,
get some
these
supplies.
Mhm.
Some warm, cold weather gear. If we
Mhm.
don't already have it, or can we say that we already have it so we don't have to spend extra money?
Given you called it out, I'll say that you've come prepared with some cold weather gear without spending any money.
Yeah. Sure.
He's nice.
But I had
wouldn't-
that puffy jacket.
Mine's really cool. It's like a hoodie or something, but it's like black. There's a cape, but the cape has like two big eyes on the back of it, just staring at you.
A bit unsettling.
I got a
It's meant
matching
to be,
one.
so it wants it wants
Same
predators
size.
away.
Just drag them on the ground though.
It works out really well because then predators, if they can't sneak up on you, they think that you're looking at them.
Yeah, I have heard of that defense mechanism. Good, I guess.
That's a real thing. I just made that up.
Oh yeah, it's a
I
real
just
thing.
like the design. Oh, okay.
Well, I hope there's no giant birds up there. Maybe it'll come in useful actually if there's giant birds flying guy up there.
Oh, should we all get matching capes?
Matching Victoria's Secret underwear.
Underwear.
Oh, well, I'm wearing mine. Is everyone else wearing their?
Did you get team
Secret.
underwear without us?
Well, yeah, I thought everyone was doing.
It's like a lacy G-string.
Oh, they've gone. There they are.
Oh, no, there they are. All right.
Okay.
All right. Okay. So we have somewhat of a plan. Disguises is the plan. And
Yes.
we go from there. And then improv. Because no plan survives contact with the enemy. I heard someone say that was smarter than me once.
Okay, so you find yourselves back at the Cutlass, upstairs with a couple of different rooms for the night that you had prearranged. You wake early before sunrise. You can hear footsteps and voices outside as the dock workers and such start to make their way down to the docks. Heading out the front door of the Cutlass, looking left and right, everyone seems to be heading down to your left towards the docks. The air is cold and wet outside, like it's thick with morning dew. You head down to the docks and looking around for someone you don't know who before you hear just behind you this psst, psst, over here, over here. And you turn and just see just sitting above, appearing over a crate, the eyes of a hooded figure. Farron
I don't
sent
see
you.
anything.
Did Farron send you?
Sorry, what was that?
Did Farron send you?
Sorry, you whispering. I can't hear
Did Farron
you.
send you?
Oh, yes. Yes. Yes.
Anya, who the hell's talking? I can't see him.
Pick him up and put him on top of the box.
Oh my god.
Oh, hi.
Bertha, Beth, what was it?
Bethra. Her name's Bethra. And you see a lithe but agile figure as she sort of encourages you to come behind the crates and get some goods. She moves with this graceful confidence that hits at her experience in being a rogue. She's dressed in dark leather armor and keeps her hood pulled low, obscuring most of her face. The eyes you see seem calculating and quick. She carries a collection of subtle daggers across her chest and tools strategically strapped to her person.
Is that like you, Taz? Have you got daggers and stuff like her? Or
I sort of like open my coat.
it's all daggers.
Crossbow.
So you've just gone behind this crate in the docks and just like flash and back. Bethra's like,
Hey
oh,
kid, want to buy a watch?
That's
Impressive.
very cool.
I have disguises as cooks and guards. You can choose whatever you want to go as and how you want to represent yourselves, but it comes with some conditions to try and do this.
We can do 2 guards and 2
I mean, there's also the opportunity, my small friend here, to stow away in a crate if you wanted to.
We would definitely lose him straight away.
Who's carrying me?
So, anyone who wants to be disguised as a guard, you have to lose whatever this heavy armor you have, and you can only wear a maximum of like splint armor. Otherwise, it'll be given away underneath
I mean,
the guard's uniform. Won't fit.
I'm just wearing regular leather armor.
Well,
Regular ass armor.
like you were saying, you are. So would this split armor be a bit of a step up?
I don't think I can use splint armor.
No, the same. Like it can fit as long as it's not splint armor.
You can wear up to splint armor underneath these guards' uniforms without being obviously spotted.
Gotcha.
And anyone who wishes to dress as a cook, you can probably hide light armor underneath this outfit.
Yes.
Well, you don't wear armor, do you, Trevor?
No, I don't wear armor.
Are you just like
Use
naked
armor.
and just in G-string at the moment, or are you like in robes and stuff?
Like robes and like a hooded like mantle and stuff.
Oh,
Caleb.
that's our baby.
But
Bring leather. Does
yeah, not a G-string, unfortunately.
Not with that attitude.
And
I've
you,
got like chitinous shell.
okay, and then you got do you wear armor, Iraq?
leather.
Yeah, and I would assume that Taz does as well.
Yes. I was wondering if you potentially have any pictures of maybe the guard people or warden of the prison.
Don't have any of the warden, but given I've got these uniforms here, and she looks up for a second. You can see this like lines and queues of people waiting to board this particular ship, and she's looking at. She's like, "That's the ship you have to board, the Jolly Pelican. Those people there must be either guards or going on to shift or cooks."
I'm going to go and study those people when we're done
Cool.
here.
Are we doing 2 chefs and 2 guards? Or are we doing all guards or all cooks? Because guards, you can walk around the prison.
Yes, but I don't think our bug friend's going to disguise well as either of those things.
I could stand on his shoulders.
And put a
And
few
the-
of those in.
A kobold on a bug in a trench coat situation.
I'd never suspect a thing.
I mean, I that play.
You have to be quick and let me know which of these uniforms you like, because that Jolly Pelican is ready to go.
Give us
I
all
always
the
wanted,
others.
I wanted it to
Give
be
us
a
the others.
chef. I'll take the chef.
I'll give you 2 of each. You guys can figure out who's who. She just
Great.
gives you 2
That
of each.
works.
I recommend you get changed into these before you head off.
I mean, we can always change later if we get in the wrong ones anyway.
And Taz, did you want to try and take a closer look at anyone trying to board the ship?
Yeah, well, I'll look at the guards' uniforms that she's handed us, and like the cooks' uniforms, and then like look towards the people that are over there and see if there's like anyone that I can identify that's wearing the same thing. Because she's telling us to get changed before we go on the ship. They'll probably already be in their own uniforms, maybe.
Yeah, that's fair. So as you look over, you can see like I'd say 75% of them are wearing guards' uniforms already. No, it's like not completely done up to the nines, but they're like got it on, ready to go and get up there. And 25% of them or so have cook's attire on. You can pick and choose whichever one you wanted to try and zone in on, and see if you can get how much detail you can get of their look and attire. If that's what you want to try and do.
Yes. So I'm gonna turn to my compadres and be like, I'm going to pick one, and we need to make him have an accident at sea.
I mean, it's
I
pretty
will-
easy to do that. Just
I
over
will
the
be
ship.
him. Then.
Yeah, just push them off and just go man overboard. They won't turn the ship. That's too much
No.
work.
No, you don't even say man overboard because that draws attention. We just push him overboard. Then Taz takes over their appearance and becomes that person. We have already planned our first murder. Okay. Okay, I'll put on a guard's uniform.
We're not the good guys this time.
This chef uniform doesn't fit me.
Like, put on the guard's uniform. I'm like, why is it so baggy in the pants area, like around the crotch? Like,
Bethra leans down to you, Urak. It's like, yeah, it's not meant for someone of your stature. Oh, 1 second. And she draws out one of her knives and just no, it's okay. Grabs the bottom of
Stabs him.
grabs the bottom of like the coat, the chef's outfit you're wearing, and just kind of slices or cuts the bottom of it off and cuts the edges of the sleeves off. So you have some fairly rough looking edges of your sleeves and bottom of the coat, but it now fits you a little better. It's still very baggy around the shoulders, but at least it's not hanging off your arms and your feet.
I'll just say it. I had to make do. That worked.
Can I like try and
It's-
fashion the one of those little chef hats?
Sorry, do you
Pick
just
one.
cut out for a second? Fashion
I
or what?
said, can I take the leftover bits that she cut off
Yeah.
and try and fashion them into like a chef's hat?
Sure. Give me a holy shit. What is that check?
Yeah,
Sleight of hand, or because it's sewing.
I reckon it'd be just a dexterity check, right?
okay.
Guidance. So you can add a D4.
They have mending.
I do not have one.
9 plus 1d4.
Yep.
10.
Yeah, you make something. You make a hat out of this white material, but you know it's a little bit tattered in areas. Some of the stitching or joins aren't quite what you expect, and there's loose
I
threads.
just stick it on his head and then just like.
looks like I made it.
Great. Okay, with that, you make your way towards a Jolly Pelican. And Bethra, just as you're turning to leave, grabs you, Taz, and says, "Just so you know, we've counted that there's 25 guards and 6 cooks. We've taken care of the ones you wanted to replace.
So
So there's not going to be any extras on the ship.
Oh.
You can make up whatever names you like to be disguised as, but don't use your real ones."
Did those
Gotcha.
corpses happen to be nearby?
Say that again?
I said, did those corpses happen to be nearby?
No. It's like, we haven't killed anyone. They'll be released safely on your return.
It would.
I mean, you can just go in as yourself, and then when we're in the prison, if you need to, you can take over the appearance.
Oh, very
Yeah. You can be yourself, your lovely, energetic, charismatic self. I mean, sometimes you talk so fast I can't even understand what you're saying.
well. I don't know what you're trying to apply.
As you head off towards the Jolly Pelican. And slowly, everyone starts to board the ship with their baggage and things. And eventually,
Does anyone give a second glance to Chirper? Or are they just like, oh,
you guys are
it's some
getting
people.
loads of looks from people, especially at this tiny Kenku wearing a chef's outfit. You see
Thank you.
He's a
Can't-
kobold.
kobold, sorry, my bad. This kobold wearing a chef's coat, and certainly there's lots of looks at Chirper's face and just the extra limbs wriggling around underneath or sticking out of the outfit. You've been given a fairly wide berth.
I mean, it's not like it's like. Is it like just humans and elves and dwarfs that are on the ship, or is it like a mix of all the different races?
There's no other creatures of shit, I forgot what you are again. Kenku, kobold.
There's a kobold and a three
Kobold.
green.
There's no other kobolds or kenkus. There's much more humanoid human folk, right? There's a couple of elves, a fair few dwarves on there standing in as guards, but the majority is going to be human.
Okay.
But there's certainly no other kobolds or three creens, for sure.
I'm an exotic chef.
And you
Port
hear the
Zaru.
captain say, "All right, time to set sail. Pull up the plank, the gangplank." And they pull up the gangplank, start to set sail. And he turns to all of you and says, "We're 3 days before we reach the port at Revels End. Strap in.
And-
Sometimes the weather on the way gets a little bit rough." And we'll take a break there.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Back in 10, grab yourself some beverage or whatever you need to grab. And we'll be back soon.
Bye.
So it's that one.